again, like this is stuff that like people have been talking about for years, but until recently, like this is something that just hasn't been able to come up. That just hasn't been talked about much. That just has been brought up. Like people are willing to like accept Dune at face value, like only reading the first book and then stopping without really taking into consideration what like the follow-ups are supposed to be about and like why nobody seems to care for them as much. Because Dune is like, it really is a Netflix series like published as like a 60 sci-fi book series, essentially. If you really think about it, it's the same general concept where they like introduce like the based heroic archetype going up against society and having this epic W, and then slowly start like subverting and destroying it with like woke ideology. It's the same formula. Like it absolutely is. Like, and when you compare it to something like Lord of the Rings instead, right, which does a way better job, I think, of introducing the core conflict, resolving it, and then like kind of emphasizing that like just because we fix this problem doesn't mean that like more problems aren't going to arise, because you know they beat Sauron, they go back to the Shire, and like oops, like everything's fallen to shit, you know, because of Saruman, because of like, you know, all that. Like again, like look, the Lord of the Rings does a way better job kind of emphasizing what actual conflicts look like and how they're actually resolved. And like, you know, it actually emphasizes how people rise up to challenge them, and then like, you know, after the fighting is done, like, you know, return to living their normal lives, you know, like how it is in real life, essentially. Dune does this weird thing where instead it tries to like present this idea that like you shouldn't even try, that like you shouldn't like support leaders, that you shouldn't have this kind of like idea of what you want society to be like, and that you want how you want your world to be, and like, you know, rallying with other like-minded people. Like it kind of demonizes that concept by like, you know, associating it with like religious fanaticism and all that. It's retarded, essentially. Like Dune, the more you learn about it and think about it, becomes increasingly retarded. And I feel as if like a lot of people in this space who grew up reading Dune and like genuinely think it's based, they don't really want to accept this. And this is something that we're really going to have to get past. You know, we're really going to have to start addressing why media like this is dangerous, and how much of a negative impact it's had on society. Again, this is what influenced Star Wars, which is the pinnacle of like man-child fantasy. Okay, people have spent their entire lives obsessing over Star Wars instead of actually like doing anything productive, or like, you know, fighting to like improve real world conditions. You know, all they care about is like, oh man, I want to see like Anakin racing the pods. Oh, like it's pathetic. It is absurd, and it's something that we should outright come out and condemn. It's something that we do need to address more, is how much of classic media is actually woke subversive propaganda slop.